Hello everyone. I hope everyone is safe and healthy and doing well. This is a very important video. Please share the video as much as possible. We will be going through a number of subjects. I believe NASA, Never a Straight Answer, is starting to do a soft disclosure dealing with the Trojans. They also found a new comet that was classified as a rock that went into Jupiter's orbit and hit the Trojans. It also hit the Greeks, which is both the same debris field but separated. So this will be on Earth Changes channel Thursday at 5 o'clock, and it's going to premiere on Deep Truth Deep Impact Friday at 4 o'clock. It may change to 5, but it is very important to watch this video. But let's go over the channels briefly so people will understand. So here we are at Deep Truth Deep Impact. The channel is very new. It only has 1,000 subscribers. But the reason, like I stated, I want the new people on Earth Changes channel to be aware there's 2 channels, Deep Truth, Deep Impact, and it covers the rocks that are coming in, dealing with the Trojans. It's going to be covering the Apollos as well as rocks coming in from the planetary system, as what happened in March the 27th of 2020 when it hit, one of them hit Africa. So if you watch Introduction to Deep Truth Deep Impact, it will explain what the channel is about. And I would like for you, if you like, these rocks are coming. New subscribers, pay attention please. This is very important. This is just important as the magnetic reversal process, because it deals with the planetary system coming in at a 30-degree elliptical orbit. So this channel, Deep Truth Deep Impact, will be concentrating on basically the rocks and also its effect by the planetary system coming in every 3,657 years. We're currently at 3,653. September, from what I understand, will be the turning point. It will be 34. So the planetary system will be coming in approximately 2023, 2024, because the closer it gets to the sun, it will speed up. And for those who are not aware, on Deep Truth Deep Impact, Earth Changes channel is the primary channel. It has almost 10,000 subscribers, and it focuses on the events dealing with the magnetic reversal process, updates on earthquakes as well as volcanic activity, the weather, everything that is connected with our planet Earth changing. Earth changes. And I want people to understand, that is the subscribers on Deep Truth Deep Impact, that this is the primary channel. If you want to know about the magnetic reversal process as well as earthquakes, enormous cracks, sinkholes, the changing of our jet stream dealing with the northern and southern hemisphere, and a spiritual message. Are you listening? Right here. So this is the newest update. It deals with the magnetic reversal process and the understanding of the timelines. New position of the magnetic reversal north. Part 1. Saturday, hopefully, will be part 2, and it will premiere Saturday at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So let's begin this video. We're going to cover a lot of subjects. In this section, we will briefly be looking at some articles. This one states a city killer asteroid the size of Great Pyramid may hit Earth in 2022, says NASA. So why are they doing this? To scare people? This one here is the same article. So it's estimated the size of the pyramid May the 6th, 2022, but the distance, I did some research on it, and it's going to come in close, very close to planet Earth, and it could change its orbit, you know. And it is a, should I say, city killer they're talking about, and it's labeled JF1, is to hit Earth. Listen, the impact would be equivalent to 230 kilotons of TNT. Even if the asteroid was to be avoided civilization and hit remote parts of the Pacific Ocean, the impact would still be powerful enough to cause a disastrous tsunami, nuclear winter. Okay, and it's approximately 420 feet. So, if you don't know what nuclear winter is, basically that's when the Earth's crust is released into the atmosphere and creates a nuclear winter. So it was discovered back in 2009 by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and NASA is keeping an eye on it. So the links will be in the description box. You can go there and I will have the information. This article came out just a few weeks ago. If you don't know what strange sounds is, I'll suggest you bookmark it. I will have the link on it as well. But what you're about to read is very interesting. 2 comets and a rare Trojan asteroid orbit Earth discovered by astronomers within the last 3 weeks. So they just found it. So this is very important. It is basically 2021 AI rendered. Then Neowise asteroid 2020 XL5 was discovered, which we will go over that. And in this article, it will give you the information. It will give you screenshots like this that shows its position, and it has another article here talking about it, and it is 0.6 astronomical unit. If you don't know what that is, it's about 9 million miles. And this is Neowise 2021 B3. So these are the new rocks and comets that they have found. And what's interesting about all of this is this article here. Killer asteroid hitting Earth. Not a maybe. It says hitting Earth in 2022. So why are they releasing this type of information? That's my question. Earth, October 2022. And there is a rock coming this year in May that may hit the Bermuda Triangle off the coast of Florida. So here's some more information. Now we're going to watch, you know, Greenland, and it talks about a potential asteroid hitting the Pacific Ocean. This is the article talking about the DART mission, and what that is, they are sending out a spacecraft that is using a rail gun, okay, July 2021. That's just within the next couple of months. And this railgun shoots like a, should I say, a locomotive track. As far as the length is very long, and it is, from what I understand, about 40 feet in length and made of alloy, and it's going to shoot it multiple times to try to destroy it. So it's very serious, or they would not be doing that. Okay, and 2020 RN1 to fly by Earth close on September 17th. So, surprisingly, never a straight answer. But now they're leaking this information out intentionally. And this is more the article. I'm not going to go over it, but I will have the link in the description box. So something's going on, and if you look at it, they're saying 4,410,000 miles. So it's kind of interesting how they're starting to release this information now. I think they're giving us a soft disclosure myself, and it's about 886 feet tall and close to Earth. So some of these articles have been changed. Sometimes they contradict each other. I don't know where they're getting their information. I really don't. But it looks like, this section here talks about a rumor, apparently warning by NASA, that talks about an asteroid hitting Earth April the 29th, 2020. Well, that didn't hit, did it? So why are they doing this? And who started the rumor? Got out on Facebook. And they're saying that everyone's life is in danger. You tell me. I'd like to read your comment. But it started in Facebook, actually. Had a video, headlines in India, and it caused panic. The misinterpreting NASA news leading to the state of a panic. Well, they don't do that. They're not out to put fear in you, because it would, go into mass hysteria. People would just totally freak out. So I'm very cautious about all of this. In this article here, Earth's Trojan asteroid 2020 XL5, which we will be looking at the diagram, and they're talking about how 9,000 Trojans is in Jupiter's orbit. So think about that for a minute. 9,000, and it was interrupted. Now the information I gave the people here on the channel, the wonderful people, 4 months ago, that it would be here, the debris field, in 4 to 6 months. Well, this is March. So we got March, April, May. March, April, May of 2021. So I believe they're giving us a soft disclosure, a warning. And the information I received from intelligence, not astronomer, was willfully let out. I believe certain sources connected with the government is starting to release information to their sources, which I am one, so it won't go on mainstream media. Okay? It will be a small group that will be aware. A small group. And this one's saying 10,000 near-Earth objects that size. So what I'm trying to get at, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking to some of my sources, and they believe that they are being let out, their information is being let out to certain reliable sources so they can tell their people, well, if you're a subscriber, you know, you're my people. That's why this is very, very important. And I'm getting concerned. Very concerned. Because if you look at the meteors, which has nothing to do with the rocks, how many has came in over the last few weeks? Okay? Interest. Yeah. Human interest. And their discovery would be highly significant. So, we're going to watch the trailer for the movie Greenland. And remember, Greenland talks about a comet that went into a debris field, sounds familiar, of rocks. And part of that comet was destroyed, and Earth would get impacted by its debris field. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Why did the movie come out? Is it predicting programming? I believe it is. I received that information about the Trojans 4 months ago. Now we're at 4 months. And he said they will be here within 4 to 6 months. Well, that's right now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And it just stated that a rock may hit planet Earth April of 2021. And then we have another one in October that's going to hit somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Is this Clark, this interstellar comet?
Right? I mean,
yeah, big news.
I don't see Clark.
Oh, maybe he's still sleeping.
Dad.
Some of Clark's larger fragments are now expected to enter our atmosphere.
That's right, and now that you're just...
What are they saying?
More of the same.
It's just gonna make a heck of a show.
Whoa. Where are they going?
I don't know. When the first chunk is about to hit.
Hit?
Only part of it. It's going in the ocean.
Would you look at that?
Wait, where's the explosion?
We now are getting word that the fragment has hit Central Florida.
Oh my God.
Wait, are some more pieces gonna hit?
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
2 days. They got it all wrong. There's a ton of fragments. Planet killers.
Space agencies are predicting an extinction level event.
We're gonna be together, all right, kiddo? We're just trying to get to safety.
They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland.
It's our only chance.
Move back! Perimeter breach. Perimeter breach. Runway 33.
Allison! Nathan! Allison!
Where's Dad?
We'll find him. It's okay.
Clark's largest fragment will hit in less than 24 hours.
I swear, I'm gonna get my family into that bunker. I know you will, son.
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter
John, go!
Hang on, Nathan.
Seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Extinction level event. That's what they stated. So, is it predicting programming? It's highly possible. It was about a comet that was interrupted on its path, dealing that it went through a asteroid debris field and was basically part of it destroyed, and the rest of it, the debris field planet Earth went through, The comet didn't hit planet Earth, okay? You saw that. I hope you heard that. The debris field is what they was dealing with. A event extinction level. So we're going to go through some orbit diagrams. We're going to go through a number of them. We're going to look at 2020 XL5. It was classified as an asteroid, but they first classified it as a comet, and then they switched and classified it as an asteroid. It's in the asteroid certification number, okay, the description number. It's certified. That means they overviewed it before they made a decision to call it that. But it's not what we think. It is not an asteroid. It is a comet, as you can see at the first part of the video. So we're going to cover that orbit diagram and a number of diagrams, including a schedule for the meteors that are coming up. And we're going to look at the orbit diagram that came in, a rock came in, okay, to Jupiter's orbit. So we're going to be looking at that. And we're going to go over a lot of subjects. So let's go to the diagram. So we're going to look at the orbit diagram for 2015 BC 509, and it is classified as an asteroid. So let me explain something. Some of you may remember. If you don't, go through the channel and watch the video dealing with Comet 67P. When I found out about that, I knew about it way back in 2008, I believe. And then I got information that they were sending a probe. It was called the Rosetta Stone. And it was about a 5 year before it got there. And why they sent it was because the Comet 67P was giving off a signal. Well, they don't do that. So they was curious about it, because that's a sign of intelligence. And when they got there, they discovered it wasn't a comet. Comet 67P was an asteroid, 2.5 miles wide, heading directly to Earth. And they found a spacecraft that was attached to it. Okay? So the military and the governments got very, very concerned, because it was on a direct path to hit planet Earth in 2015. I was out here on the land. Boy, did I get prepared. Me and my son and some friends, we bought food. We got a water installed and everything. So they sent 300,000 plastic coffins that could hold 5 to 8 bodies to Puerto Rico. Would you believe that? And did not tell the government of Puerto Rico why they was receiving a shipment of plastic coffins. It was supposed to hit 800 miles east of Puerto Rico in the Atlantic Ocean. But guess what happened? That extraterrestrial spacecraft moved it out of the orbit's path of Earth. And once it got safely crossed over planet Earth's orbit, guess what? They put it right back in the same orbit. And the reason they did that, so they could track it. Now, we are going to, they, not the government, okay? There's the terrestrials, they saved us. So, right here in this angle, I'm going to change this and give you a better scenario, I guess you could say. These rocks are basically from Jupiter at, let's say this is 90 degrees. The Trojans are in this area, approximately 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to put it back. Keep an eye on that date right there, 2021, okay, 05. Now we're going to see what happens. This orbit is backwards. It's not like the rocks that normally come in from the left side of the screen. This one's going to come in from the opposite. It's coming in from the right side of the screen. So look at the date in 2022. But we're really not concerned about 2022. 2023. Right there. That rock, should I say, that's what they're calling it, it's a comet, went straight through the debris field. Now I'm going to back this up. I backed it all the way to 2013, and there's a reason. Because I want to show you. Keep an eye on this angle. Trojans here, Trojans here. Okay, what just happened? Right? Nothing. Because we have to find the angle where it crosses over. So it's safe, right? Now, I'm going to put this back up so you can understand. These are the rocks in here at 10 o'clock. The Trojans over here at 2 o'clock. (2016). That right there, I'm going to put this so you can see the scale. This right here is where those rocks are. Right here and right here. Now we're at 2023. Okay. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to back it up. What is that right there? This is 2025 now. That's the area. This is the area. So what I'm trying to get at, this big comet, it is a comet. That's what they're calling it, but they can't change the orbit. This is the area of the Trojans, right here and right here. We're going to go backwards now. 2022. We'll rotate it around so you can see the angle. Right there, 2018. Right there. Right here. Right here. So they do come into Jupiter's orbit. But let's go into this other diagram. So this is a lot better diagram. This is a diagram of 2015 BZ509, which we went through. But as you can see, the Trojans, in the degree that I was explaining, got hit. And then all of these got hit. And they got hit again. Now this continued. This is one orbit. but they got hit multiple times in different angles. Sounds like Greenland, doesn't it? And this is classified as a rock now, but they first stated it was a comet. So why did they change it? Why did they change it? Because of Greenland? The movie? I don't know. But we're going to look at it. I've zoomed in a little bit. And you're going to see it. It's going to be on the left-hand side, and here it comes. It didn't hit right there. Almost hit Jupiter, but it hit right there. And it hit again. And again. So, what do you think? Predictive programming? It was classified as a comet, then they changed it and rechanged the name into an asteroid. They first thought it was an asteroid, and then they changed it to a comet. So they're trying to mix us up. So we're going to look at 2020 XL5. This is the rock that, should I say, they are saying comet, but it's also classified as a rock. I don't understand that. But we will look at another orbit diagram in just a minute. But 2020 XL5, we have absolutely nothing to worry about it. We don't. And the reason is I went forward all the way to 2030 and we just don't have a problem with it. But I'm not even concerned about its debris field, really. I just wanted to show you that ecliptic view, and we have absolutely nothing to worry about. But what got me, that why did they say or even indicated that this Trojan could be a possible threat? It may be in the near future, but not this one. You know, I just don't get it. Also, they are talking that it was basically a comet that went through our orbit, and we should be concerned about it. But I'm not concerned, ladies and gentlemen. A AU unit, a unit that is one AU unit, it's about 9 million miles, astronomical miles, and I just don't see it coming. Even if it's that close, it's going to miss us. That's about the closest it's going to get. And if I bring it in, we're not going to even come near it. So let's go through some other orbit diagrams that I believe is more serious, or dealing with meteors, of course. This is from the Sky Live. It's a wonderful website. The link will be in the box for this particular program. And we're going to focus on Meteors because this is one of the closest comet that is going to come near Earth. And here's Earth. There goes Atlas. But here's planet Earth here. And here comes Neo-Rise. Neo-Wise. And I'm going to pull out to show you its orbit. As you can see, it's only going to come by one time, more likely in our lifetime. And as you can see, it will go right through Jupiter's orbit. This is Jupiter. And I'm gonna start it over again. So you can see the solar system as well as the ecliptic. And we're going to look at it one more time. So I'm going to show it from the ecliptic angle of the solar system. This is planet Earth here. So, the reason I'm showing you this is to keep your eye on Atlas that is coming in to the screen. And this is its path right here. Look at that. That's very, very close. See that? So not once, but twice. It looks like approximately 5 months. And then we have Atlas coming into the screen. I'm going to keep it on this particular angle because seeing it from the ecliptic is very, very important. But if you see the path here, it's not going to interact with the path of planet Earth and its orbit. Now I'm going to change it. And see if we can't get it to come in a little bit faster. This time we're going to focus on Comet 16, This time we're going to focus on Comet 15-6P Russell, which is this one right here, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to bring this up for approximately 4 months and see what happens. Now I'm going to change the speed and we're going to focus on Comet 16. I'm going to change the speed and we're going to focus on Comet 15-6P Russell. And I'm going to change it to a 4-month period and see what happens. Be sure you keep your eye on planet Earth here. And now it's coming into the screen. And there you go. So we're going to be missed by that one. And we're going to be missed. And we're going to be missed by all of them, actually. I just wanted to show you how close they're coming in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Wow, did you see that? Very close. Now I'm going to drop it down to 4 months so we can see it again, and then 2 months so we can see it again. Now, every time it makes an orbit, planet Earth, around this position, okay, here's planet Earth, right there, mark that spot, because I'm going to set it for 1 week, and right now it is set on March the 10th, 2021. There goes Atlas, but Atlas is going to miss us. Now we're into May, June, August, October, November, December. But keep your eye on Atlas that is coming in. But it's going to miss us. And this is, now we're into March of 2022. So, do you see anything that we could be concerned with dealing with a comet? No. I do not. This is the whole solar system. Okay. Now, this is Saturn. Right? This is Jupiter. Do you see anything that's going to come close to Jupiter's orbit? Well, what is this with Atlas? No, it's going to miss. So what I'm trying to show you is they are concerned for the comet that's not in this program. And it goes right through Jupiter's orbit. And I'm going to go to the program that they do have. And we're going to see and look at this orbit dealing with Jupiter. Because you remember in the movie Greenland, they was talking about a comet that went through a debris field, and part of it was destroyed, and that's what hit planet Earth in the movie. So we're going to look at the schedule for April dealing with the meteors, and we're going to go all the way for the next 4 to 5 months. Now in April, it doesn't look like very many are going to come in. And that's planet Earth in the blue. But it does cross right there into Earth's orbit. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Show you in a different angle. Keep your eye on the blue. Right there. So now we're going to go to early May. Now this one's going to be interesting because this one's slightly larger. There's planet Earth in the blue. Watch right there. Right there. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So you can see how they're coming in on elliptical orbit. Probably about 5 degrees, maybe more. Now we're getting in to late July. More, isn't it? As a look from the bottom, but keep your eye right there, planet Earth, 2 times. So that means we're going to go through it twice. Right there, right there. Now, we're in late July. Different angle. Right there. Right there. The second one is a little higher on the orbit, but the one right there on the left hand side, that's the one you want to watch out for. But basically both of them actually, because they're wide. The white line just shows the orbit's path. That's it. So we're going to look at late July. This is a different one. Notice the orbit. There's planet Earth. Right there. They come in and they go out. Right through our path. So late July is going to be pretty exciting. We're going to get quite a few. Now, here we go. Mid-August. Look at the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the difference. There's a lot more. And they're coming downward, right through there. So if you think the meteors that are coming in over Europe, as well as the UK, Alberta, Toronto, the United States, watch this one. That's nothing to compare what's going to happen with a Taurus in October. Look at that. Look at that right there. Not the same, is it? The view from the bottom. I'm going to tilt this up. But look at what we got. Look at what we're up against. That is the biggest debris field for our year. It's always. And they estimated 30%, just like the Apollos are going to come in 30% additional this year. And we'll go over it again. I remember when I had some friends out here, and one night they counted over 100 within 4 hours. It was every 15, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But that's what we have coming up in the next few months, ladies and gentlemen, with the meteors. It's going to be interesting. This was recorded just a couple of days ago up around Vermont, but it was heard throughout several states. It was a very, very loud explosion to be so small. As you can see, it was very small. There's very limited videos that caught it. The reason, it just came in very quickly. No one had time to grab their cell phones. And this image here was captured on a surveillance camera. We're starting to see them all over Europe now, as well as Canada and throughout the world. But what's interesting about this particular one is how it was so small, but yet it had such a loud explosion that was heard in several states, including Canada. So they're coming in more and more frequently. It's just like every other day. But what's interesting, as you saw, we are in a meteor shower that does not produce that many. This is one of the areas here, approximately, and it talks about it came in approximately 65,800 miles per hour. And this was the shock wave that was recorded. But the explosion was extremely loud. It actually shocked people. They thought it was a bomb or something. But, you know, we live on a very, very small planet. And this is Florida, of course. Several subscribers are there. I think the channel is going to have to do safe locations. If you're new to this channel, go back and watch Safe Locations Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 that covers a scenario dealing with a potential impact of a rock coming in at 40 to 60,000 miles per hour. That is approximately 300 feet, hitting the ocean's floor at 15 to 18,000 feet and producing a tsunami. But I encourage you to go watch that video, and all of them, especially if you live next to the water. And this illustration is going to show how small we are. This is our solar system. Looks pretty big, doesn't it? That's the Milky Way galaxy in the background. So, we're supposed to have 9 planets. And now we have the planetary system coming in on a 30-degree elliptical orbit, which the channel will focus on this Saturday, a premiere at 4 o'clock Mountain Time here in the United States. And it will be a premiere. The channel's going to cover the planetary system in the 3 different positions. 180 degree, which was the last one, and then 90 degrees, the day of Noah, and then approximately 12 degrees in the day of Atlantis. Which way are we going to go with the magnetic reversal process? Are we going to go back to Atlantis? Well, you just have to wait and see. Are we going to go back to the day of Noah? Well, you have to wait and see. I'm not going to tell you. You tell me. That would be interesting. But look at this here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the Milky Way galaxy. That's in the back. Those little white dots are solar systems. A star. What we call a sun. And would you believe that NASA states 85% of the solar systems is binary? They have 2 stars, just like ours. We see our star every morning, but there's another one coming in on a 30-degree elliptical orbit. Now there is the Milky Way galaxy, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that beautiful? Now, it changes. All of those little white dots is not a solar system. Now you're fixing to see and understand there's 500 billion solar systems in one galaxy. How many galaxies do you think we have in this universe? surrounded by parallel universes. That's already been proven. But look at that. Those are galaxies, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to take you on a, should I say, a trip? Wait a minute now. I hope you got your bags packed. Because here we go. $700 trillion. 700 trillion. Truly amazing, isn't it? I believe it is. You can barely wrap your mind around it, actually. So, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. It took approximately 8 hours to put together. Do not fear these events. Do not worry about them, because you know what I'm going to tell you. Worrying leads to fear. Fear leads to control. And, you know what I'm going to say? You don't want to lose control over your reality. Not right now. The best thing we can do is to move away from the water, oceans, the Gulf of Mexico. But some people just can't do that. And some people's not going to do that. I have a subscriber and she said, when these rocks come, I live in Florida. I'm going to run and get in my car and I'm going to drive to the beach. And I'm going to lift my arms up and I'm going to praise God. Because there's nothing you can do. You can't run from these rocks. No. They could hit right here in New Mexico where I live. Right? I already got a sign made up. It says hit here. That way, you know, hundreds of thousands of people won't be affected, but just me. Maybe that will change. Maybe that will change. I hope so. But I love you all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your support, your donations, the cards, the packages of love. Please send out those packages of love. Not just to me. Send them to your loved ones. And when you receive a package of love, open it up very slowly. Wrap it up and send it to someone else. Take care, everyone, and may the Heavenly Father watch over you and your loved ones. Thank you for being yourself, and God bless always.